Hey,
Hello.
everybody. I guess I hit a button and our entry started before we were ready, but it's okay. We're here now. Everybody, welcome to Behind the Gates.
2026.
All right.
Hello.
First of
Hello.
all, you guys go ahead and put in the comments where you're watching us from. Give us, well, your name will already come up, but go ahead and let us know if you're watching, where city you're watching us from, and if you are staying warm in the midst of
Hey,
this
Bella.
projected ice storm. Let's see.
Close that door so we don't.
Let's see who's where, who's what. Hi, Marvella. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Marvella.
All right, let's handle this right now.
We hear you shouting down from heaven, telling us that you.
There we go.
Bella, where you at? Talking about Georgia and South Carolina. What you do? You like
Hey,
a Hilton Head
Allie.
thing right now?
What's going on, Allie? Welcome, welcome,
Allie.
welcome. Okay, y'all, bear with me just a moment. It's been one of them days. Y'all ever had one of those?
Girl, it's been one of them weeks.
I had patients talking to me from people behind me, telling me, move out the way. That man trying to get by. I'm like, okay, you are not suitable.
It has just been one of them, but
It's
that's all
been
right. We're gonna
a
push
week.
through anyway. We're gonna do this because it's all good. All right.
That tree of yours, right there in the streets paved with gold.
Oh, Keisha got
Yes,
it back in the background.
Yeah, that's like we here. Going.
I just realized that I got you.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. It was an interesting week behind the gates. I unfortunately I did not get to watch the full interview on Monday. I have to go back and watch it. Hi, Lily.
Hey, Miss Lily.
Allie says it's storming, sort of. LOL. It's not going to storm here. Of course, I'm in Vegas. We're out of the way. However, it's cold. It's getting colder. They said that's.
Well, you said no peanut butter, Allie. I hope you got some jelly and some bread.
Hope she got something. Everybody else, y'all stay safe first and foremost. First and foremost, everybody stay safe. Please, 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 please. All right, let's go to Fairmont Crest, shall we? Where the weather seems to be nice. Let's start here.
That was a hot mess. I'm like, what are you doing? He's a
Derek
psycho.
is giving us
right. He is going to be a psycho.
He is giving us stalker vibes, and
He is definitely giving stalker vibes.
Stalker vibes.
I don't like it. I like Derek. I was advocating for Derek, but Derek, you're doing a little much for me now.
You starting to be a Leslie.
Yes, and not even a Leslie, an Allison.
Yeah. We got 3 stalkers on this show. Yep, and he's starting to act characteristic of all of them. 2, and he's starting to be the 3rd.
I mean, what are you thinking? You already know it's over. You know you messed it up. Everybody told you to do something different so that you didn't mess it up. And now you don't want Ashley to be with nobody else but you, huh?
And the girl says she don't want you. She done basically disowned you twice. Twice. Let it go.
Yes.
Like, seriously. And you got a beautiful woman that does want you.
Yes, absolutely gorgeous girl.
Move on.
My headphones on.
Yeah, Allie,
well, we know that he's been downgraded from to I guess occasionally being up here. Look, maybe he'll go to jail for some stalker charges.
Could be. I mean, he's gonna be about
his chance of getting back in the fire department.
He's gonna be on the show about as much as Randy is. Randy's on that that contract as well, not series regular, not part of the cast, but there. So he'll be there about as much as he is. So if everybody's kind of worried that Derek's gonna be gone, he's not gone. He's just in and out. He's not gonna be there every day.
He's just limited.
Yeah, he's just limited. That's all. I agree, Marvella. He needs to be on the block. I guess she kicking it off with our first nomination of the night, which is Derek.
He was on mine too. Yep.
Derek, you got put on the
He
block.
is 100% on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Derek, you got your first nomination of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Grayson handled it really well and very graciously. But I don't know how much longer he's going to sit around with Ashley with this.
And I still don't totally trust him, but she's not that like falling head over heels. She's just having fun right now. But yeah. But still, let the girl have some fun.
Yeah, she can have some fun because
she ain't trying to marry the man. She
ain't trying to marry a man. This is just date number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they having some coffee and a little bit of whatever at Orphy Jeans, and it's all good. So, but the way Derek showed up,
Grayson's definitely iffy, especially the way he acted like he didn't know Ashley when Derek first approached him. I don't know if he did that because he knew who Derek was and was just being petty, or if he really is a player from the Himalayas. I don't know.
They still ain't fixed his beard. I need them to do something with that. He should go fix it, please, because it's just not working for me. It just looks like dirt.
You so silly. I wonder, does he really even have a beard, or did they manufacture that?
That should have been manufactured because you notice Carlton's all black Beijing and lightened up a little bit.
Don't talk about him.
They took that squirrel off his face.
My stomach early. You're making me itch early.
They took that squirrel off his face the other day. So they, they're definitely doing something in the makeup department. But it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. But speaking of where it's going, and I don't have a graphic for this, not yet. Jan
is doing too much. She's definitely on the block. Because why?
Why is she doing too much?
This is my question.
And I'm sorry. No, Jan is doing too much. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Jan on the block too.
I'm trying to understand because all these kids are 25, 35 years old.
Grown.
These ain't children. These is grown ass adults.
Exactly.
Let these children live their lives.
Exactly.
Go on and do you. You're supposed to be being retired and stuff. Go do that.
You up here hooking up with random people on cruise ships, and you gonna judge your daughter who has a man who is actually tangible.
And Mona called her out on it. Mona said
she sure did. I would love to see Mona with somebody.
She said she needs Jesus. Jesus is her man. That's what she said today. That's all she needs.
I know, but I want to see her with a physical man too.
Well, yeah, but she says, Jan, you haven't known Owen that long. You just met him on this cruise ship, and you think that he's the one for you. So let's not judge Ashley too quickly.
Exactly. Because Owen might be home with his wife and kids right now.
That's true. Allie, I agree. She got hooked back up with Leslie and just got a taste of the devil's nectar.
Not the devil's nectar.
Sold to Satan's bride.
Exactly. She has just hooked up with just too much, and Jan, but let Ashley be Ashley and let her do this because you was worried about her and Audrey, worried about Derek. And then like Mona said, why is it Derek's business? And just like Ashley said, she said, now I understand how my mama knew I was dating somebody because of Derek's running to her. That's a red flag again, Ashley, because your man is running to your mama with everything and all your business. Your relationship is supposed to be a 3-strand cord, and your mama is not the 3rd strand. That 3rd strand is God. That's it.
Crazy.
So, yeah. Ashley, watch your back. Watch your back, boo. Watch your back. Speaking of watching your back, Andre, you need to watch your back.
Oh, Andre, first of all, I'm mad at you. Because why are you in New York, sir? I don't care if she told you to go. I'm so glad today was a dream.
Well, we ain't even got there
what
yet.
about yesterday?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about yesterday.
Yeah, that just I was hoping that was the dream, because I was reading some of the
Unfortunately,
posts and I was
no.
like, okay, something's gonna happen, and so I was hoping that was the dream, but it wasn't. No, his beard
unfortunately.
is real. It's on his profile pics and stuff. I don't like it. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't a dream.
Watusi herself over there. If Danny
With
would
food.
stop,
With
if
food.
she would just stop, it would
Right.
stop. Because Bill is not showing up on the door. He came that one time, but
And
he
see,
has
but
not
she giving
come
him an
back
in.
anymore.
But he ain't gonna stop now because she
Yep,
entertained
because
him.
he's dreaming about it. He's gonna be dreaming about it again and
Yeah.
again and again.
She done entertained him. She done lit the fire.
She done fed him.
That whole scene nauseated me. Like, you did what?
But why are you here?
You went and got his what?
Ugh,
Oh,
Girl.
that was very upsetting.
So, I mean, since we doing nominations as we go, Danielle Elizabeth Dupree, you are on the block.
Sorry, Allie.
Yeah. Slasher film.
But-
Oh, what was the music playing? I didn't even pay attention. It was slasher film music.
Kind of like a sinister little.
I gotta go watch that again, Allie. Hold on. I gotta pull that up then.
But Tomas, he just showing up and listening to everything, but he not saying a word. But I need him to talk about Haley. I need him to talk about Haley.
But see, he's doing a Bill, because that's how Bill basically got his position, was knowing where the bodies were buried. Right?
Yeah, Tomas is showing up in all the right places and being seen, and that show helped him get a nice little something.
Well,
but Danielle, why did you feel the need to go over there? I understand she still love him, but she got a husband now who said rocks her world and is everything. Now, this whole cancer thing, it's got Danielle shook because she's thinking that her relationship with Andre was based on the physical, and what if she's not able to do the physical anymore? So she doesn't believe in the depth of the relationship that her and Andre have.
Okay, I get that, but this is my argument. You don't believe that Andre is gonna love you beyond the physical. You think he's that shallow. Okay, cool. But the man you running back to left you before you lost everything. So
okay, that part.
You think he's gonna stick around for you?
No.
Oh, sorry. How many different women has he cheated on her with? I'm like,
exactly.
How long does it take you to snap out of it?
He left you for your daughter's best friend.
Way before the BRCA gene, way before anything, he was all up in somebody else on a regular. So what is it that you think? I think she does love Andre, but she's got history with Bill. There's always going to be something familiar that you have with somebody you spent that many years with. I don't care how long it's been. And they were together the better part of 3 decades, seems like. So it's going to be hard after a year to let 30 years go. But it
ain't that hard. When someone has done you the way he has done her, it shouldn't be that hard. We all have history with somebody. And
it's not that hard.
In particular, I'm thinking of the one person I would say has done me in such a fashion, and hell will freeze over before I ever, and even a year later, felt the same way. So no, absolutely not. She's stupid. Especially when you got somebody who is, as she says, treating you the way you've always wanted to be treated, loving you like no one else has ever loved you before.
Right. No, you're right. She was wrong. And the thing about it, and it's all about Danny. I'm not even mad at Bill because he gonna take whatever they're gonna give him. She initiated the kiss.
Right.
Yeah. She leaned in, and
that's why I thought that was the dream part, when she leaned in and did it. I was like, okay.
She did it. She leaned in. She did it. And I wanted Haley or somebody to walk in so bad.
I wanted Haley to walk in.
Ooh, that would have been a hot mess. She would have killed him the next day.
Haley would have said, I got some tea for both of y'all.
Dead.
Yeah.
Let me fix both of y'all a cup of tea.
Exactly, Allie. So Danielle going through some things. But my thing is this is the same nomination that I had last week. I have it this week. And the reason my nomination is for Pam, because you, ma'am, are talking out of both sides of your mouth. You told Danielle last week, it's okay to lean on Bill. Now you're going to say, are you crazy? Tell me you didn't go over there. You told her to go over there in that very seat you sitting in.
She clearly forgot. She must have been drinking that day.
You told her to go lean on Bill. Now that she says, I went to see Bill, you're like, oh, clutch the pearls. What? Yeah, Pamela Chanel. Yeah, she messy. Yeah, she messy. She said, clutch the pearls. No, you didn't. Look here, Pam. I love you, but if all you gonna do is blow into town and create all this chaos that you got going on, I need you to stay on about your business and go on about your way. Because
for real, because we might have to evict you out the town for good.
I mean, you cannot come in here and disrupt and then act like you didn't say those things, that you didn't plant that seed when she follow your advice. Then you sitting here, look at the face. Oh, no, you didn't. You told me to.
First of all, you the bestie. How come you ain't never there for me to lean on?
Thank you. Thank you. You busy running the agency. I get that. But if I'm telling you something like this is a serious going on with me, and you tell me to run to my ex. Anyway, she on the block. Pamela.
Oh, Pamela.
As Allie says, Pamela Chanel.
Pamela Chanel.
Curtis. You are on the block, baby girl.
Pamela Chanel.
You was wrong for that. You was absolutely wrong for that. But yeah, wait a minute. I have something very serious here. I need us to take a moment and just bask in the glow and give the beyond the gates a round of intense applause. Let me do it one more time. Jacob and Naomi got a living room, y'all.
And it's a living room.
They really got a living room. New set alert. They are out of that bedroom. And they got a living room now. Or did their living room just replace their bedroom because they end up having sex?
They're going to be in the living room more often than, yeah.
They listed too. Yeah, they sure did listen. They got a living room, y'all.
That is nice.
That is nice. Let's give it up to them one more time.
Yeah, that definitely ain't kid friendly though.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be any kids.
Especially now that she's jumping on them to distract him so many times. I hope she remembered her pills this time.
Look, they christened every bit of that living room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the shower. And where else did they go? Yeah.
They was all over the place. All over the place. That's the old Naomi and Jacob
closer to the office.
Because they had just got real just boring.
Allie, she ain't never in that office. She in the hospital, she in the diner, she in her parents' house. She's never in that office. I don't think, look, Tommy ain't got no job, Allie.
Allie said the office is coming.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we knew Naomi was telling her tale, and she has tested indeed positive for the BRCA gene.
I mean, I am happy she did tell Ashley because she needed somebody to vent to besides the doctor that was close. It should have been Jacob, but I'm still happy she told Ashley, and Ashley's probably going to push her to tell the rest of the family as sooner than later.
Well, she tried. She tried.
But I thought she's going to keep that push up to get her to tell.
She tried to tell him today, and they kept
She
being
shouldn't have lied in the
interrupted
first
one
place.
thing or the other.
Yeah.
No, she should not have. But now that he has revealed that he is going undercover, she's not going to tell him.
Nope, she ain't.
She's not going to tell him because he said, you know, he don't need to be distracted right now. She's going to make up every excuse in the book as to why Jacob doesn't need to know. And that's exactly how that's about to go down. You think she's going to tell Danny? Danny, that's going to drive her right back to Bill again because now
yeah.
it's going to.
Now we got to get together for our kids.
Yes, our daughter is dealing with this now. We have to go. We have to come together for our daughter because our daughter now has this terrible BRCA gene, and her life is about to be over.
You know, one thing about this BRCA gene, people keep they're trying to make it clear, but that only eliminates you from one form of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Having it or not having it, you could still have another form of cancer. So yeah. I'm like, okay, so that's one cancer that I will or will not be able to get to have.
Right.
Allie, I would rather her go back to alcohol than go back to Bill.
You want her to be a lush, Keisha?
I would rather her go back to alcohol than go back to Bill.
You can't kill the liver.
AA meetings and tokens and carrying on.
She wasn't that bad. She was not.
But if she keeps at it with the alcohol, she will be.
You can be a lush without being a drunk.
A functional alcoholic. Yeah, that's
he found her on the floor several times face down. So Andre did. So
yeah, Bill ain't doing no flipping. He got a bad back.
Bill is her fix, and without him, she turns at the bottom. And that's the same thing. It's like he is just into her DNA. And I don't understand that situation sometimes. Maybe I just hadn't really met the right one yet that turn you up so back down that you just breathe, that you just can't. I just ain't in the room. My husband's in the room, but I have already no, I love him. I do. But I have never met somebody that is just
that you can go back to, do that kind of craziness with.
If my husband did all the things to me that Bill has done to Danny, there isn't going to be me sitting around the corner, oh, I still want him kind of thing.
No.
I think once you have hurt me.
You got one time to cheat on me. And I will basically gracefully and try. Where is my husband? Terrence,
now let me. But now let me not be a hypocrite. Let me not be a hypocrite and say that I have not gone through some stuff with a guy before, because I have. We all have. We have put up with a lot of things that we absolutely should not have put up with. Our friends on the outside,
but never to the magnitude of what he's done to Danny.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I'm not trying to sit here and paint this picture like we've all just, the moment the red flag got hoisted up the pole, we took it and ran.
No,
we did
absolutely not.
No.
We had to have about 25 flags on that pole before we said, you know what?
But I guess it's aggravating because she's not that young. I could see Ashley being and Naomi, and they're younger. But for her to have gone through what she's gone through, it's just, I don't know. It just seems uncharacteristic of somebody in her age bracket, but it does happen. So,
well, no, I won't say that, because I mean, even in her age bracket, you can still be stupid in love. But it's not the ignoring a red flag part. It's the ignoring the massive red flags that she's ignoring. Mm-hmm. That's the part that gets me. Like, okay, I get it. Yeah, we can be stupid in love. That's cool. But she is ignorant, dumb, foolish, crazy for some strange reason. Like, I cannot possibly fathom the thought of considering taking someone back who is embarrassed and disrespected me on the level that Bill has to her.
That Bill has.
So you're saying she's a member of Congress? Was that too soon? I said, so you saying she's a member of
I'm
Congress?
just gonna do something else.
Well, if the crazy fits.
Woo!
Y'all, Jacob got a new case.
He ain't gonna solve it.
He's not gonna
Jacob
solve
always
it.
looks constipated. Have y'all
Look,
noticed
did
that?
you
He
hear him
always looks
yesterday talking
constipated.
about I can solve it on my own? No, you can't.
Honey, you need Smitty's help. You need
Yes,
You ain't
Smitty's
never
help.
not ever solved nothing.
Never ever.
You can't even solve the case that
The
is your
one case
wife.
that started in the beginning of this show
It's still
has not been
unsolved.
solved yet.
Look, and
You
she about to go. And she about to go do another one.
She sure is.
She's gonna try and do
We'll
something.
get to that. We'll get there. My thing is, you couldn't even see the warning signs that we all saw that Naomi was lying, and that's your wife. You sleep with her every night.
Every night.
You missed it.
And yeah, that is true.
And
Yeah.
look, Allie, and that's exactly what I was about to say. Kat solves more cases than Jacob.
Yes, because she knew. Okay, something up. Do two people in a bar? They
The
talking.
cat
and-
did her thing.
Yeah, her intuition just was like, boom. Okay, something's not right here. And then she tasted his drink.
Yes, she
this
did.
is vodka what?
Yeah,
She said,
vodka soda.
Look, you know who she reminded me of? Do y'all ever watch Elspeth?
Yes,
I have not.
I love
but-
Elspeth.
She is Elspeth.
Mhm.
She is the black Elspeth.
But less colors. But yeah, I love Elspeth.
Yeah. So
Elspeth
she
loves her hats too.
Yes,
all
she
I'm gonna
does.
say is, Jacob, watch your back. Naomi, tell the truth. Jacob, you better watch your back, because Joey has already said these
You
people
gotta know who it is, but he's dangerous. Joey's saying
they don't
he's
play
dangerous.
around. He said the Impaler was his name.
Mhm.
And
But
don't
do
mess
y'all
with
think this plasma dude is who Leslie got her fake DNA hookup with?
That's
You know what? I want to know what was on that flash drive, and maybe that
I
was
want
it.
to know what's on that flash drive too. But I think it's just it's interesting that the investigation is a case with fake plasma when we have some questionable
The lab
DNA,
tech.
some questionable
I wonder
DNA
if it's
results
gonna
out
be
here.
him.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be him? Maybe he's cozying up to Ashley because she has more privileges than
Grayson?
he does with
I
the
thought
nursing.
about that.
That could be interesting. So because she has a couple more privileges that he can basically weasel his way into, and he could be the
I thought
impaler.
about Grayson.
Okay, y'all. So let's set the scene.
Okay.
So what we're saying is, on January 23rd, 2026 at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Grayson is the impaler.
Grayson, I don't know if he's the impaler, but Grayson is down with the plasma people because he's working there. He also is a partner, maybe undercover, of Leslie, who got some said DNA and blood that maybe proves that Eva is Ted's, but not Ted's at all. Maybe that's what
Maybe that's where Randy got the blood
Either
for
that
the miscarriage.
And that is who Leslie said, I need a favor from, that it was from him and this ring. And maybe now what Joey has on the flash drive is video, because he's good for video surveillance of Leslie talking to Grayson or talking to the impaler or whomever is with her dealings. She didn't look shook, but she looked shook at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, I think
it was enough to have her at that bar throwing back shots.
So that's what we're saying.
Okay.
Which is
quite
interesting.
Because that is because we got two new. Well, we still have Jan's guy. We don't know who he is either.
Oh,
and then we have Grayson, and we have this new character, the Impaler, which is a mystery person. So it could be maybe Jan, or it could be
funny if he ended up being Owen. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that would.
And make Jan eat her words with Miss
because she
thinking that
hasn't even met him yet. Yep.
none of them can't take, that she can't, her daughter can't pick a man, and y'all end up picking two people in the same ring.
What if
it's Doug?
Doug being Taylor
is gone. I don't
Doug think so, but that would be good.
I still
coming
think
back
Doug
after Joey.
Get some allergies.
I thought for a second we would see a glimpse of Ted. I mean, not Ted. Randy and Vanessa's alliance in that whole little thing in the Orphegenes over Lolly's husband. I thought for them it might be a little bit of a lead on to that they would, because why all of a sudden is Randy there, but then you realize he's there actually to meet Haley.
Yeah.
But
it'll probably be another year or two before we see Doug again.
You see,
he's gonna be done forgot about Doug.
How he's holding Vanessa's arm.
Mm-hmm.
How did her marks get above the bracelet?
I thought that too. Yeah, he has her wrist, but it was on her forearm.
It was on her forearm where the marks were, and I didn't see him grab her a second time. Costume department, I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention.
But I do love Vanessa's blazer, by the way. I know we ain't on runway yet, but I'm gonna write that down. I'll bring that back when we go to runway.
Her whole outfit was all of that.
Yeah, they're really working the outfits in the fashion.
Now, what y'all think about Lolly's husband? Is he overreacting?
Excuse me.
No, he's not overreacting. His wife is screwing a hooker.
Yeah, with a gigolo.
I definitely think he's not overreacting. I think he could have handled it differently.
Yeah, that's their song. You want a song with them? He's just a gigolo.
Hold on, write it down, Angela. We ain't there yet. I got me a list too, but that's a good one. I don't have a song for that.
Vanessa said, I absolutely will not stop telling her and selling escorts to her. Whatever's going on, that's between you and her. But if she gonna run that credit card, I'm gonna take it. And you're right, Allie. He does need to take it up with his wife. You need to have that conversation, not this particular conversation, but you need to have that conversation with Lolly, and you take your hands off of Vanessa before you end up in another way. Because Joey said, "Oh no,
honey, I think he about to end up in another way." Joey act like he wasn't playing.
Yeah, Joey said, "This is personal now." So
Joey is he in trouble.
Oh, what's his name? They didn't give him a name. You in trouble?
That's because he ain't gonna be around. He ain't gonna be around long enough for us to know his name.
Nope.
They
said his name somewhere in there. I forgot.
Lolly's really departed.
It's Schwellinger. Schwellinger is the last name, something like that. So Mr. Schwellinger.
No, she said his name when she was talking to him.
I know, but I don't remember. But he was married to Lolly Schwellinger.
Lolly, yeah.
So Lolly, Mr. Schwellinger.
He ain't gonna be around long enough for anybody to know his name. He is the dearly departed.
Dearly departed Mr. Husband of he leaves behind a dear wife, Lolly.
Yes, exactly.
Lolly,
you will soon be free to screw whoever you want to screw because your husband is about to be no longer with us.
Oh my goodness!
I hope the policy is straight.
Now, I don't have a graphic for this, but who is playing who with Lynette and Haley?
Lynette is playing her.
Yeah, he's man in brown.
Playing the game.
He's man in brown suit number 3.
Allie, you on a roll tonight, girl.
Yeah, Allie.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Man in brown suit number 3.
Haley got straight played by Lynette.
Yeah, she did.
And said, "Oh, don't worry. I'm just gonna wipe out this. I'll get Bill to do a pro bono." Now, how's she gonna fix that to say, "I think you should not take anything from this case"? If she know what I know, she'll talk to Tomas about it, and then maybe Tomas now has a little bit of leverage. He can get it done. But $17,000, Bill is not going to walk away lightly from $17,000.
Heck no. That is beyond pro bono right there.
My thing is, why you up Bill's services anyway if you didn't have the money to pay? Did you think you was going to get that for free? Hey, Donald.
Hey.
Evening, ladies.
Did you think you were going to get Bill Hamilton Esquire for free when you Watusi'd yourself in there to say, I need y'all to take my case?
Child.
Or did you think it was going to be $1,000? You know, you went after him because you say he's the best, and you thought he was going to hand you what, a $500 retainer?
It's definitely going to be some more with her because they ain't bring her in here for no reason.
Exactly, but she straight played Haley.
She definitely played Haley because ain't no way that's about to go down easy.
No, not at all. And with that, that brings us to, do we have any church announcements tonight? No? All right. Well, we're going to take this commercial break and come back with some trivia. All right. And speaking of her sanctuary, those of you who are our members, Monday we start our walking together at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to Zoom in and we're going to work out together. We're going to walk. We're going to work out. We're going to lose this weight. We're going to do everything we need to do starting Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. From 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. So that's 1 hour. So if you are members of that group, join us, please, for walking together. The link is in the group. All right. Angela, take a tally of the comments and hold on to it for later.
Yep.
All right. So now this is about to get interesting. And we're gonna get interested because I'm just gonna set this right.
Whatever, Allie.
My God, today. Allie, where you at? Where you
Allie,
at?
you might need to come on in defense of your client.
Whew, my God.
She need to grow up already.
Catherine came into Orphagenes and told Ted, I don't appreciate you putting Eva, your devil spawn daughter, not my sister, all up in my business. And you and Eva both need to keep my name out your mouth. And you need to keep my name out your mouth when it's going towards Eva. And Ted had to say, hold up, wait a minute, little girl. I am your father. You are my daughter, and so is Eva. And you will not talk to me or about her in that way. And guess what else? I'm done apologizing to you. I'm not holding my head down and putting it in the sand no more. I did what I did. I said I'm sorry, and now you're gonna move on. And if you can't, then so bad it sucks to be you.
Look, can I just get a round of applause? Because I would like to say, those of you who are not for Ted and Shanice, I'm sorry, but Ted ain't had balls like this whole year.
Yeah, he ain't had balls like this since before the anniversary dinner. So
that's right.
Ever. He is never
starting to get them back.
Yeah, he is, like, even before the anniversary party, he was never. He's always been kind of, go along with whatever. I like new Ted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I like new Ted.
Allie, let me respond to what you said by echoing what Nicole Mercedes Dupree said. Eva is not thinking about you, and you allowing her to live rent free in your head because Eva has moved on. Yes, she is apologetic. She did what she did, and I agree with Kat. She did what she did, and it was foul. It absolutely 100% was foul. But how many times can she apologize for it? She's not going to leave town.
And
She's not going to turn around and go.
And I get you being upset with your dad for sharing your business. Cool. Yeah. I agree with that 100%. That was not the way to handle the situation.
I agree.
That was not the way to handle it.
I thought he was going to at least go and say, I want you to get tested. If he would have done that, he didn't even tell her to go and get herself tested or her mom. Not that we care about that, but yeah. But at least tell her to get tested. Eva.
Well, there's no reason about that. There's no
reason for Eva to get tested. She's not related.
But still, it doesn't matter. She doesn't know if she has it or not. Any woman can have it.
Well, but the argument here is whether or not he should have shared Kat's business with Eva. Go ahead, Donald.
This is where I stand in that situation. Now, both had very valid points. I do feel that Kat had a point in terms of, regardless if it was Eva or anybody else, I don't agree with you sharing my business, let alone the family business, with anybody else. Even if the news was good or not. Don't share my business, especially if it had me specifically tied to it.
Right.
But I do also stand with Ted in that there's only so much that I can do, and I'm not going to spend the rest of my life groveling, begging for forgiveness.
Right.
As he stated, I've done apologizing.
He said apology season has come to an end.
It's over.
And I don't, and I'm not gonna continue to apologize for something that I have done multiple times. And it's just at this point, you're going to have to figure out how to not necessarily, we will say, accept it, as some people from the Cat fandom feel like, because, and in some ways you could say that there has been some kind of push to try and get Cat to accept it. Whereas in the past, it's not a matter of accepting it per se, but as Nicole pointed out, you're letting this get too much control of you. And at this point, you have to figure out how to exist in a room with Eva without seeing red.
Right.
Because at this point, if you're gonna sit here and give Eva that much power, even though you're going to let this destroy you internally, and you don't even realize it.
Well, and Allie, it's not about letting them slide. It's about not letting them consume that much of your life.
I was going to say the same thing.
I tell my kids. I tell my children the exact same thing. Don't give anybody that much power over your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that, at least for me, I can't speak for the rest of the Eva fandom, but my whole thing in terms of the whole Kat and Eva thing is what was said this past week. You're letting this get the better of you in an unhealthy way.
Yes.
And you have to figure out how to coexist without seeing red.
Yes. And the matter of fact that every single member of the family has moved on but you, including the two major players who it directly affected, which is Ted and Nicole. They have moved on, and she's still stuck at the night of the anniversary party when it all blew up. She's still right there. And I love what Samantha even said to her, put yourself in her shoes. Or if not, okay, you don't want to do that. Look at her the way Gran would look at her. And then look at her the way so-and-so would look at her. And then try to be her and see what that feels like.
And even then, with the whole Eva, with the whole Eva thing, I lost my train of thought. It was literally right there. Oh my gosh!
Look, you know how grandparents used to say, "Must have been a lie."
It was something in regards to Eva and Kat, and it slipped my mind. Oh my gosh.
We can come back. It'll come back.
Yeah.
It'll come back.
But Kat, I think the thing is, I understand Kat's pain because she lived it in real time. She watched the train wreck happen, and she told all the conductors the train is about to crash, and nobody listened to her. And so when it blew up, she was there in the middle saying, I told you so. I told you it would happen. And now everybody else is like, okay, the train wrecked. We cleaned up the pieces, move on. And she's still standing there saying, but I told you. She has to find a way to get past that, because it is coming to her detriment at this point. She's becoming more of a mean girl than she ever was. Her whole spirit and everything is done. And like Nicole said, it's too much at this point. You are losing your essence. No one can ever take your place. You are still that girl, and nobody can take your shine unless you give it away.
Right.
And that's what she's doing. She's giving it away. And the fact that she has not been a mother, how you gonna say what? She's on the same level of me and Martin? That belongs to us. We are the golden children.
That sent me. I'm like, okay, so we are now literally we're now quantifying love. Like at this point, granted, with Ted, and this is a sticky situation, whether you're a father of multiple children by multiple women, or a woman that is a mother of children to multiple men. The children are going to try and quantify your love at some point, whether they realize it or not, because they're going to feel like you're dedicating more love or more attention to the other children instead of them. So it feels like it's unfair to them. And it's one of those things where I can say that the Eva fandom is telling the Kat fandom, see, look at that. Y'all want to sit there and say she ain't spoiled, but look at this. She want to sit there and say, oh, well, that's mine. That's mine and Martin's. You don't know her. It's like, okay, come on.
No. Yeah. She's definitely spoiled. Ain't no question about that.
She's not worthy of your love the way me and Martin are. And that's like, and it reminds me of when we make a trip to LA, me, my mom, my sister and my boyfriend at the time. We all went to Cheesecake Factory. And so my favorite cheesecake is a tiramisu. And my sister, I can't remember the kind that she liked. Maybe it was Oreo. So my mom said, okay, we're going to get one cheesecake and we're going to split it. And we both gave our suggestion. And so my boyfriend says, okay, mom, which one are you going to do? Because this shows which one of your daughters you love the most.
Oh, he put that out there.
And she said, oh, which one I love the most? Okay, waiter, come here. We're going to order the pineapple upside down. She got a completely random one that nobody had tried. And we all had to have that. But she was like, no, I don't do that. You're not going to put one daughter against the other.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that just shut all of that right there down.
Right there
and
down.
I think about that often. Like, you love your children especially when you have multiple children, but you may love them in different ways, but the love is still there because you have literally different relationships with each child. One. So she's going to have to learn that Ted has to move differently amongst all of his children because each one of them need him in a different form or fashion. But Ted also has to do a better job of figuring out that avenue of how to navigate all three children, because you made Kat the way that she is and you've made her daddy's princess. She's going to have to continue to be daddy's princess and know that Eva does not take her place. At the same time, he's going to have to say, Eva, I'm bringing you into this world and I'm giving you a piece of me. And you're not going to take the place of the other two. We're going to have to find a way to fit you in. But I am doing, and I think he did a good job of trying to fill that space with Eva, but he neglected the other two. Martin seems pretty much self-sufficient. So he's not so as needy as the girls are. But he still has done better with going over there for Christmas and doing a little bit more by Martin. He's done a little bit better by Martin too.
And I can say
he just failed when it came to the whole integration of Eva. He did too much and didn't do enough with the rest of his family.
Right. What were you saying, Donald?
I think that goes into the dynamics of, let's say if Eva had been a male. Let's throw that scenario into the equation. Yeah. Men aren't necessarily as emotionally demanding or emotionally attentive as the female counterpart would be. So I think that Martin not needing as much emotional maintenance in regards to this whole situation played a factor into it. Is one of the things where he's more open to it. I would have liked to see how this same situation would have played out if Eva had been male and if Martin had felt threatened that him being the only boy, that okay, now there's another guy in here. Would he be, oh, okay, I'm not the only boy anymore. I can share the space. Or like Kat has been, I've been the male of the family, and now I got to share the space with another male. I don't want to share. But that
it would have been a different dynamic with it then too. And then
go ahead, Angela.
No, I don't know if I want to say that though.
My question is, had Leslie and Eva done it on the up and up and just shown up and said, let me introduce you, Ted, to your daughter Eva in private, and he had to go and turn and tell his family and introduce Eva, would the dynamic between Kat and Eva have been different?
I think it would have been a smoother transition, but like Keisha has mentioned multiple times, even in our back and forth when it came to Eva and Kat, that the whole identity of Kat being the youngest, that's been her trope. And so even though if the hypothetical situation that Leslie and Eva had came in good intentions to say, hey, this happened years ago. I know you told me to have something done about it, but I decided to go against it and have a child.
Right.
And here she is. I think that it still would have ended up in a divorce ultimately between Nicole and Ted, because Nicole is too much of an optics queen to let that slide.
Yeah.
And Kat, she's still territorial. She wants to be daddy's prince, daddy's little
only little girl, only princess.
But even then, it did trigger something back. It did trigger my thought that I thought I had lost.
Okay.
Everyone had basically told Kat repeatedly, you have to learn how to either accept it, which she's not going to accept it. That's just plain hard truth.
Already said that, yeah.
But you have to figure out how to exist in the same room as Eva. And you went back to Nicole, which I'm assuming we'll get to in here in a second. You wanted to complain about your dad, but Nicole is sitting there telling you, is like, well, your dad has a point. I'm siding with your dad. You do need to let this go, and you need to figure out how to move forward, not necessarily accepting Eva as family or friend, but you still have to be able to figure out how to manage in the same space as Eva.
Right.
And everyone has told you this for months now in different ways. And you said same problem, same advice, just a different day.
Right. Now, see, Allie, what you're expecting the Duprees to be is to take on the own site mentality. Every time I see Leslie and every time I see Eva, I'm throwing hands. And at this point, with months later, it's only so many different fights you can continue to have over the same thing. And I think that everybody understands and knows that Leslie, of course, is social pariah. And it's Jacob's fault that she got away with it because of the way the evidence was and him not being able to secure this and this and that. Nobody said she didn't do it. They know she didn't do it, but they can't prove it. And the only person that went way out of their way beyond boundaries was Kat to try to prove it, and it still didn't work.
And
however,
if you want to have the moral high ground of following the law, Kat obstructed justice many a time. If we're going to call a spade a spade. So if everyone is saying that Leslie and Eva should be in jail, Kat should be in jail for
should have been in jail too. Breaking and entering several times.
And entering. So it's one of those deals where you got to call a spade a spade.
Absolutely.
Well, look, Allie, I think we want a DNA test for a different reason than you want one. We want a DNA test to prove who the mama really is. You want a DNA test because you don't think he the daddy.
I do agree that an official test should have been done, and Ted and Nicole both were foolish in accepting whatever Leslie gave them just based on the fact that it looked familiar on the paper. An independent one by their own independent doctors should have been conducted. And so that is a gross oversight because that could have eliminated a lot. However, the writers wanted us to be here. Right. They wanted us to be right here, right now, so they can lower the boom later whenever it comes out. But I think that the Duprees are not going to fight. And let's, remember when this first happened, they did their share of, you will never be a Dupree. You are not going to be part of this family. We are never going to accept you. Y'all can just go ahead and leave. They did their share of snottiness back and forth, hemming people up, them showing up, they riding out. They did their own form of bullying in the beginning. So let's not forget, they did as much as they were going to do.
And let's not forget Anita. She said,
right, that's what I said. Anita,
like, hey, and she said, look, I'm sorry that you have a mother like you do. That's not your fault. However, how you came into my family, I can't accept.
Exactly. So they did their share of throwing it all around. So I think at this point, when we're coming up on almost a year post, they got too many other things to worry about. They're not going to still be consumed with the same storyline. And I think that whatever Joey has on that flash drive on Leslie is going to unravel the whole thing. And she's going to end up getting justice at some point away. Eva didn't commit any crime. She was just devious. What? She was dubious and devious. She didn't commit any crime.
Evidence. Did she or did she not hide evidence?
She did tamper with evidence. She did. But he didn't actually run over the woman.
No, she did run over the woman.
She did hide
evidence. But she aided and abetted. She did aid and abetted.
Well, yeah, she's about as guilty as Kat is, but she didn't plan the crime and run Laura off the road, close thing. She didn't do that.
No, she
knows who did, but she didn't come forth because even if she came forth, that's still her word against her mamas. And They had the evidence that they
she
would
was
have come
holding
into
the
play
evidence.
anyway. Well, Keisha, you ain't gonna turn Miss Moore in no matter what she did.
Well, my mama ain't gonna be fool enough to run somebody off the road so that I can get a job.
I understand, but and if she was, you still wouldn't run Miss Moore over. So just stop it. Y'all expecting this woman to turn on her mama just because we watching
Oh,
it?
look now,
Crazy.
look, Angela. This coming from the woman who said she would have turned her mama in if she was Anna and her, his and hers.
She turned everything.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say I would turn her in. I just said I said I thought that was too heavy of a burden to place on her, and that she should have never told her. I would never said I would turn her in. I said now they both have to keep this secret.
Oh no, you said I don't know that I'd be able to look at it the same.
Right, because I know that
my
now
mama would officially for real be my hero then.
I'm laying next to my husband knowing you murdered his sister. Come on now.
I'm laying next to my husband knowing his sister had me raped.
That's heavy though. Murder, I mean, let's not go there for people who haven't seen it. But what I'm saying is I think we have to move past and stop expecting that all of a sudden everybody is still a year post going to be pursuing Leslie. I think her case is cold right now, but I think whatever Joey has is going to revive that and more, because Donald, you missed it. Our prediction that we time stamped is this.
Which I got.
Here's the story. Follow along. This is the genogram.
You gotta tune in close now.
Come on, right. What you got?
We have this new character, Grayson, who works in the lab. Grayson is the one Leslie called and said, hey, I need a favor.
Okay.
Grayson is also the one tied up in the plasma ring that Joey is talking about, and that that Jacob is now investigating because of the tip. Grayson is the missing piece. And we also think that maybe Jan's Owen is the impaler. So now Ashley and Jan both are dating the kingpins and facilitators of this plasma crime ring, with Grayson in the hospital and the impaler doing his thing. And now Jacob's going to discover it, because Jacob is Ashley's best friend's husband. He's going to be right there in the middle to discover this, but that is the one who got Leslie the DNA test results to look like Eva is Tez, but in fact, she is not. Exactly.
That's it. Yep. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully they listen to us, because all of this cold cat and Eva stuff could have been squashed if y'all listened to us the first time and gave us the battle of Winterfest.
Listen, they ain't give us the Battle of Winterfest. I've yet to get a call from the casting agency to be Bill's long lost child. So we don't know.
Oh goodness!
Y'all just don't listen.
They don't listen. But speaking of another battle, this relationship that y'all asked for, you said you wanted,
Ted and Shanice.
We love it.
This is where we started out at.
Listen, number one, she read her
down. You hear me?
All the way down. And I was here for all of it.
Anastasia, when you pick that up, what is it? Your face, because it's all on the floor.
Yeah.
Look, we here at Behind the Gates have been Team Shanice from day one. We have loved Shanice from day one. And I love her even more in this new era that she is in.
And can we talk about how snatched she was in this dress? Because Debbie didn't come to play at all.
No, she did not.
She said, I'm going to get some tonight.
And then...
she was absolutely...
What she said and did, and in the middle of the night, and in the morning, too.
And again in the morning before I came to work. She was like, ooh.
But she was absolutely...
She came with a super glow. She had that soul glow when she went to work. Soul glow.
Keisha and I had this little, I don't know what you're going to say this was. It wasn't necessarily a debate. Ted suit. I love the color, but it was too small. He needed one more size up.
I concur.
Because his legs stopped above his ankles. He's exposing back fat. He keep pulling
point out that man's back fat.
I'm like, she didn't expose the back fat.
Look at it. He has to keep pulling it down, which means
it's not a good fit. If he was going to wear that blazer,
is that the same jacket Lance just had on?
Lance? Who was Lance?
Lance is Lolly's husband.
No, he had on light brown. This is Russ.
No. He needed a bigger size.
Maybe they were supposed to switch jackets.
He needed to unbutton it.
Lance is not that small.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a beautiful color, though.
That jacket, they should have reserved that jacket for Tyrell for the cotillion or something.
Yeah. Go up a size or unbutton it. But he did too much pulling at it like women do. When you're pulling at it, you know it's too tight. He kept trying to adjust it. He was uncomfortable. You was uncomfortable. But speaking of uncomfortable,
child, this
Shanice looked like she wanted to throw up.
She's like, "Ooh."
She was so nervous.
I wanted to tell you.
I don't have a graphic of Nicole's face. I haven't found the opposite.
Oh my God, let me find it because that was beautiful.
But it was not. Yeah. Nicole, as much as she tried to hide it, she was not happy.
She was shocked.
And she says, "Oh, so this is what you tried to tell me earlier?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be it.
And this is the thing where for people that are saying that Ted is using Shanice to get back at Nicole, which I'm not completely dismissing. I will not completely dismiss that probability. However, I will give Ted at least this much leniency. As much as Nicole flaunted Carlton in his face,
Thank you.
Ted needed to get his lick back.
Yeah.
I will give Ted that much leeway.
Yeah. But like I said, once this commenced, they were going out of their way to outdo each other. And I think that their significant partners right now are going to end up hurt behind it because look at this. Look at how Nicole looking over there.
Like, get your hands off my man.
Mm-hmm.
And after
I said this before, I said if he would have basically started dating anybody else to kind of get out of it might have happened sooner that she might have been a little jealous. If he would have dated, I don't know, I wouldn't say June, but just anybody off the street, his secretary, something else, somebody else, because she was all infatuated with him and Leslie to just kind of get her to kind of see, okay, this is my man. I don't appreciate somebody else with him.
But this has always been the thing with Nicole. Nicole likes to be the one in control.
She's a female Bill.
She wanted Ted to be the one basically condemning himself and punishing himself about how he was the one that ruined their marriage and how he needs to be by himself ultimately, while Nicole gets to go live her best life with whoever she chooses to be, which is unfair in itself, but it's one of Nicole, beloved, you need to check yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, but let's look at the context clues of how this goes. Look at Ted's face.
Mm-hmm.
He was so happy to grin, like, take that.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally think, and look at Carlton's face, like, okay, yeah, I got her now. Because I think when Ted and Carlton met earlier and he said, I have a date, I don't remember if he told her he gonna go to the country club, but I think that's how they ended up at the country club for dinner, because he told her he was going on a date.
He never said where he was going, let alone who. He just said, I got a date. So whatever you want to do with my wife, go on right ahead.
You can have her because I got a replacement warming up.
I got something else going on.
And can we talk about the audacity that Carlton had trying to ask Ted for advice?
Exactly.
Yeah, for real.
Like we ain't there.
Like, bruh, you've been drooling over this man's wife for years. Decades. And then the second that the marriage falls, is in jeopardy, you then move in like a thief in the night trying to take his woman.
And then he's gonna sit there and say, "Oh, am I out of line? Oh, I'm being an ass, ain't I?"
Yes.
Yes.
And Ted said, "You know what? There's growth because I ain't want to hop over this table and beat your ass."
Exactly.
So there's growth.
Yep.
Exactly.
Not today. So yep.
Exactly.
So I think that there's two things that can potentially be true. I say potentially because we don't know how the writers are going to swing it, at least in terms.
I don't want those two back together.
Nicole and Ted. If we can keep Ted and Shanice together as long as we can, keep it Ted and Shanice. Now
I feel the same way.
That's who's on my prayer list. Ted and Shanice, keep them together.
Now with Nicole, my preference would be find someone else other than Carlton. But at the same time,
Dr. Kyle.
Yeah, get with Kyle. Yes. Get with Kyle. And Nicole is on my chopping block because you're playing both of these men.
Yes, she is.
Like if you
but she told him she wasn't trying.
In her whole era. Let her be in her whole era.
But hey, and that's fine. Be in your whole era. Live your best life.
Because you saw that dress she had on in the next episode or whatever when she go to the bar, right?
Look, where Tomas said, damn, fine as hell.
Listen, because Mama was ready.
Said,
Mama was ready to play.
Like, hey.
Y'all, pause. My prediction is she's going to meet an escort that night. Remember how she was eyeballing that card?
Yeah, she was eyeballing that card.
Because she didn't turn it down. No, she didn't.
No, she didn't.
She should have scoped out the daggone place before she did that, though, and said, and text somebody, make sure nobody she knew was there, because they sitting over there in that corner.
I don't know if Nicole would actually entertain it because she's too concerned with optics, but I won't dismiss it. It could be an escort because Vanessa would make sure that someone was private.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Let's do this. Hold on. I'm gonna show two things. Let me show the second one before anybody comments.
Oh, I was about to show them pictures.
Hold on.
You know what? That was the most boring. That thing was boring.
I ain't got the second one out yet, Donald. I said, let me show both before we go there. Hold your peace. Hold your peace. Okay. Now, I happen to think, and Donald, you already echoed me. I thought both of the scenes were incredibly boring and whack to me. It was cringe on both ends.
Oh, you're a Shanice and Ted hater.
Well, no, I'm not. No, they were not.
Well,
are you ready? There's no going back now. You ready? Ain't no going back now. You ready for Big Daddy? Don't talk to me. I'm naked already. You done took my clothes off. You think I ain't ready?
Look, at least Ted and Shanice were naked. Nicole still has a whole bra on and Carlton still has his shirt on. What are we doing?
Right.
Dry humping? With our clothes on?
Just stop. I'm not even gonna say it. He is so cringeworthy to me. And I don't know if it's because of the whole situation as to how he entered her life.
Yeah, but that's what it is for me. Because
exactly what it is.
I thought about that while I was in the car. I said, he's being a gentleman. He's being very sweet, but it's the whole way you basically came about this relationship that bothers me. So you're being very, upfront, manly. She was drunk. He put her to bed. He's basically trying to court her and everything. He's giving her time. All of that is great. But I don't like the way you came about this relationship in the first place. That's what the part that was messing with me. Yeah. I can't accept that.
Came in on a trash can lid.
Yep. So
I can't. You're right. There's nothing ever endearing that will ever happen with this relationship in my eyes, because you've told me that you have stalked your best friend's wife for decades. So there's nothing I can say about American. Right.
Child.
I saw all I knew Nicole's friends. So how long have you followed her? So she been there since Ted met her. When he first met her,
why were you saying that close to her friends? Like, ew.
He been wanting her all these years, and that's just disgusting to me. And the fact that you think he ain't gonna do that to you, or you think, or you're flattered by the fact that he been secretly wanting me for 30 years, and now here we go, and I'm starting something with him. You betrayed my husband.
You think the highly trained psychiatrist or therapist would see that from a mile away, but hey, we're all human.
That is the biggest red flag ever.
I was about to say that's the biggest red flag if I ever seen one.
That is.
So you gonna stab him in the back? Y'all been friends for how long? How long would it take you to stab me in the back? Yeah.
There's nothing romantic about that. That is psychotic.
At this point,
and pathetic.
As much as I hate to say it, well, I don't hate it as much as I think I do. I hope Carlton hurts Nicole because she needs a good humbling.
She does.
I don't necessarily want it to happen at the expense of Nicole's feelings, but Nicole is feeling herself, at least in terms of thinking that Carlton is the right guy for her, a little too much. That needs.
Well, I don't think she's completely dismissed Kyle, which I hope not, because I would love to see them go on another date.
She's basically written him off at this point.
I think she has,
because she said that there really wasn't. There was a spark, but nothing deep. Because she said that he wanted something deeper, and she wasn't ready to try and go that direction with it being so fresh from the divorce. But at the same time, I don't think that she's wanting Kyle like that.
But no, Allie, because I would think
I was wondering
Ted
that too.
would know about that.
Well, I'm saying I was wondering that too. Did Carlton ever have a woman, or was he been the wingman for 30 years with nobody? Lusting after this.
I would think Ted would have known if he was actually married, though.
Yeah. Both of them. Well, really, both of them would have.
Yeah. Because they were in the same circles, and before the night at the the event, he was straight. So he was, there wasn't anybody there.
Keisha has uploaded these pictures.
Yes, this was the moment.
He is smiling. He has got a big smile.
Pick up your face, Nicole. Just pick it up.
Pick it up and put it back on.
But like I said, I will give Ted this. As much as Nicole has basically hounded you to move on, forget about her, your marriage is done. I'm dating Carlton now. You can't have a say in who I date, or regardless of how long we know them or not. Ted needed that lick back. I will give Ted that 100% leniency. Get your lick back. Now you had your moment. Don't think that there's too much more of that left.
And I wanted to like this scene. I just couldn't. And it's nothing to do with the two people in the scene. And it's all about how it was choreographed and done. It was nice and sexy. He took the dress off and everything. And from there, it just lost me. I was done.
It lost you.
I will say that Ted and Shanice's scenes were better than Carlton and Nicole's. At least they got naked.
They sure were.
Well, they got naked. I did see the spark. I did like, if it had been any other people, the way Carlton picked her up and put her into the wall. I
laughed.
I like that, but I would like to see it between two other people, not them two.
I don't know how sexy it is to get thrown up against the wall by your stalker.
Well,
like I said, I didn't like the people in the scene.
Gosh.
I did like the move. But this scene here, it was like I said, both of them were cringeworthy for me in different ways. And Allie, I agree with you. Ted need to move out the hotel. He's supposed to be out.
I thought he was supposed to be moving out. That's why I'm like confused.
I think his session with Shanice was more so just him taking his time, as opposed to the first scene. It's not as rushed. It's him taking his time and really taking care of her.
Yeah, and which Ted said, you're worth more than a quickie on the office couch. You need to be I want to take my time with you. I'm like,
I agree.
I think that was the intention. I think we need to give them a couple more opportunities to get it right.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be Danny and Andre.
Lord.
They need a rhythm. Look,
they done set the bar up here. Ain't nobody else reached that bar yet.
Doing that.
Nah, they don't have the chemistry that they have. I don't think anybody will get to that level of the chemistry that they have. They are trying. And I do like that Shanice said, okay, you've been here so long. When you gonna put some pictures up? I mean, dang, like
Allie said at least Carlton didn't have his picnic basket.
Yeah.
But I do agree with Allie though. Get Ted out of that hotel in this year.
Get this man out of the hotel.
Let's
I guess that Vanessa could at least send one of her other people out there to be, since I know doesn't want to give him a house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she cares about not getting him a house. But speaking of whatchamacallum, Vanessa, did y'all catch a little bit of just a teeny tiny bit of a spark between her and Kyle?
I did.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I sent some flirtations.
I won't say that there was a sense of flirtation per se, not denying that, but I do see the fact that since he's a widower and she's a widow, they're gonna come together. They're gonna connect some kind of way. Especially with the way that Vanessa keeps pushing Joey, she's eventually gonna realize that this was just her way of. He was a sense of familiarity in a very dark time.
Yeah.
Now you're stupid enough to not.
And I don't see them bringing Kyle with his longevity in soaps and him being such a familiar face in soaps for that quick. Oh, I took her to Winterfest. Oh, I'm back for 5 seconds. I don't see them bringing him up here for just something that simple. I think he's going to have a larger role in the show.
Yeah.
Oh, I would need.
And that's his way in.
And even over winter break, I had watched me and my grandmother. She's a General Hospital fanatic. She's been watching that since I was a kid. And she saw Joey on Beyond the Gate. She's like, what is such and such doing over here? I'm like, well, that's it. She's like, so this is where he's been whenever he ain't on the show. I was like, yep, I got him and you got him. So we both got the same star.
Yeah. But, and Donna, I'm glad that you said the word star.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh. That was a perfect segue here.
Where do we want to start?
Tomas found his way in the door.
He showed it
by getting this nice promotion because he let him know in uncertain terms, I saw you and Danny, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Your secret is safe.
I got your back.
Look, he said he ain't even have to put a ring on it like he thought he was gonna have to.
But even then, in the conversation before the promotion was offered, he sat there and told Bill, like, I don't know, like your metrics in terms of how close you get with your assistants. I don't know how. Like basically saying, like, well, you kind of did upgrade your assistant to your wife, so I don't know what kind of metrics you're using to determine partner.
Exactly.
Which was a valid point, but
I want
to be based on my merit and my work.
Exactly.
And now he's ballsy for saying it to Bill, but at the same time, there wasn't a lot detected.
Yeah, it was not.
And then Bill want to get all huffy and puffy while he's sitting there calling Andre Danny's boy toy. What the hell do you got?
Right, a girl to a Barbie
He keeps forgetting that his wife is his daughter's ex-best friend.
He does.
He does. He keeps forgetting all of these revelations that he's done.
He's above critique.
He thinks.
Be Bill Hamilton.
So he thinks.
My employer.
So he thinks. Your employer. So
your daddy.
Yeah. Until they cast me as his long lost child, he's my employer. But that would be a nasty way to introduce me, though.
Yeah, you're right. All right, y'all. So everybody just take a deep breath.
Why you
I don't really want to talk about this.
We have.
My God.
Gran is planning her funeral services and making sure all her ducks are in a row.
And in all honesty, like at least with my family, we talk about things like this I won't say on a regular, but we're open to have these conversations.
Yeah. But you don't, your family is not on the pedestal of the Duprees where y'all think y'all are above reproach the way her family is. So she can't have that conversation with them.
But everybody wants to sugarcoat it. Everybody wants to say, oh, it's going to be all right. And I appreciate them having this conversation because this is hard. And it's hard for a lot of us. And me and Angela were talking today. This is hard. And sometimes the person facing that reality has to be able to unleash what they're feeling instead of somebody saying to them, oh, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. And then what if it's not all right? And I personally, I live with that because I had a manager that I worked for and her name was Jody and she had left because she got sick and we didn't really know why. And she went to stay with her daughter and she went and had this tested in like New Jersey. And so I called her and she told me what was going on. And I said, Jody, it's going to be fine. You're going to be all right. And she said, you think so? And I said, Jody, you're going to be just fine. And it wasn't a month or two later, Jody had passed. And I felt so bad because I said, I told her it was going to be all right. And not saying she put a lot of stock in what I'm saying, but the human nature side of me felt really bad that I assured her and tried to reassure her that it's going to be okay. Now, did I mean it's going to be okay because you're going to be in the loving arms of Jesus? Well, that's how it's not funny. It's not funny. I didn't mean for it to be funny. That's not how I delivered it. That's how it ended up being.
But that's how it ended. That's
yeah.
But even with people in these kinds of situations, you do need to have that one person that is encouraging, but is able to let down the walls and say, okay, let's look at this realistically. What if things do go left? What do you want?
I mean, you're supposed to have a living will. And I mean, with going back and forth to the doctor and in the hospital and stuff like that, I've basically been asked that question. You always get asked that question. If you have a procedure, if you have a baby, you have anything, do you have a living will? Yeah. And so everybody should really have one, or at least write that down somewhere of what you want and what you don't want in your life. Yeah. So, or at your funeral. Lately, I don't know. I don't know if it's this scene or just in the past. I've been basically thinking of certain songs that I just really want sung. Or and do I really want this happening or that happening? And I know it sounds cryptic, but if you're going to spend all this money, at least, have some fun, something.
Honey, listen, I had said I'm preaching my own funeral. I'm going to do it via video. And all they got to do is play, and I do it myself. I don't need nobody doing nothing crazy. I will produce the whole thing myself. Y'all just
not produce like it's a daggone show.
Exactly. Y'all sit there and hit play and let me
production. It's an Ursula. It's an Ivy production.
An Ivy Queen production. Y'all ain't got to do nothing. Just sit there and watch it. And y'all gonna say, "Damn it, that's the best film." Because I'm gonna know what I want. No handle for. Let me tell y'all something. When my grandmother passed, I gave remarks on behalf of our family. And then we had someone sing. But the pastor who got up and preached over my grandmother, and he didn't know my grandmother. He was just a new pastor at the church that had always been to, where my grandmother had been home sick for years. So he ain't really know her. And he got up in that pulpit, rambled on to such disdain the way he rambled on in that pulpit and started talking about cancer, this and such and that, and my grandmother ain't had none of those things. I don't know whose funeral he preached over my grandmother, but it was not for my grandmother. And we all were sitting there looking at each other, the cousins, and looking at him and looking at each other and saying, what the hell, under our breath? and everybody at the repast said, you know what, when you spoke, we could have ended the service right there. We didn't need to know whatever Pastor so-and-so was talking about, because we don't know what he did. That was awful. My grandmother would have gotten up and walked out if she could over the funeral. And I'm like, nah, and no. So no, I'm going to do it myself. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. If I go before y'all, just hit play. Y'all ain't got to worry about nothing else.
Well, make sure you tell us where this tape is.
Just hit play. Frying.
Ursula gonna be mad at us, Keisha, if we don't have this darn tape. But We had to put on the vagina monologues instead.
No,
I guess.
don't worry. I will have it in the possession of my attorney and whomever, and they will say, "Here it is. You ain't got to before the reading of the will. This is the funeral service. Here, just come in, sit down. I don't want nobody in black. Just sit down and have a good time. I'm gonna take care of you, and when you leave, you're gonna be just fine." And just like my grandfather, before he left, he paid for his own repast. So when we got to the church, he said, "Hey, your grandfather said, I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this sickness this time. So here's the money. Make sure my family eat good." And he took care of all of it. So listen, you have to have that forethought about all of it. You got to. You have to.
I don't want no casket. But look, I can't be in no box. I just can't do it.
You said cremation?
Yeah.
You don't want to be in a box. You don't want to be in a box, but you want to be burnt up.
Yep.
Nah.
I told listen.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
I told Raphael, put me on the shelf in a mausoleum. I don't want to be up under that ground because I don't want to be buried and I don't want to be burnt either. So open that door and put me on the shelf and close it. That way you can come in and visit if you want to, sit on the bench and talk. And I'd be just like that.
And you want a bench too? You know how much that costs?
we bought a bench for his mama and put it at her site. So it'll be okay.
Nah, put me in the ground next to my mama.
Okay, I understand that.
Allie's with you.
Put me on the bit. Put me in the. Open it up like they do in New Orleans. Put me on the shelf. Put our name on the outside the door. That way, any other members need to come in. Open the door. Put them in there beside us. And we'll be right there just fine. You can sit outside the door if you want to come in. That's fine. We'll have a little seat in there to sit right there. Put me on the shelf. That's what. Don't put me on the ground and don't burn me up. That's it.
Okay.
I might want to I might want to walk out and talk to my neighbors out there in the yard to see who I am.
Girl.
Hollering.
So they can come over. They can come over to my house. They can come over
to my mausoleum. What about the rest of the people in the mausoleum? They don't want
you about to have a fish fry?
No, it's a family. It's a family mausoleum. Ain't no rest of the people answering. It's the family one.
It's the family one.
It's ours. That's it. Ain't nobody come. You can visit to the front door, but you can't be buried in there. No, we'll meet you outside.
To the front door, but you ain't welcome in.
No, you can't come in. I'll meet y'all outside. We'll sit out there and talk.
I like that idea, Allie, of the tree thing. I thought that
Where has this conversation gone?
No idea.
Allie said it don't make me a tree either.
I like the idea of the tree.
You would, Angela. That's you.
Why? So y'all can cut me down and make me some notebook paper? Absolutely not.
That compost thing sounds like Angela. Make me a tree. Yeah, that's
make me a tree. Apple tree. I love apples. I got my apple. Where?
Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far from me.
Yeah, you remember in Medea's Christmas how they cut that tree down?
They gonna cut me down and make a coffin.
And she had a daggone ribbon around the tree, and they cut the tree down.
You heard what I said? They gonna cut me down and make a coffin, and then I'm still in the ground. That would be bad. That would not work.
You better just, I don't know, leave explicit instructions.
I want you to spread my ashes in Jamaica.
God. Just tell them to smoke you and be done with it.
It's about the Michael Jackson first song music video.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, we going.
Got the promotion, and we got to go to a
we're going. No, we're going. Okay. So we get back.
I thought this was a good scene, and I know y'all don't like her, but I thought it was.
I don't have an issue with her. I just think she's a little too flirty, but I don't have an issue with her.
Anita fainted. And I pray that's all it was. I believe it's all it was. She called it was lightheaded.
She's still breathing.
Yeah. And it does that to you. I mean, it changes it makes you weak. It makes you dizzy. You have moments, you got good days and bad days. It's just, this is a bad day.
And this is Anita's second treatment now?
Second, yeah.
I think it's the second. It might be a third, but
yeah, they could have just not shown.
I think they skipped some time in there, but
I'm hoping it's not her second. I'm hoping they didn't have some in between, and we can go and get through this.
I was about to say, we don't know how the cancer is reacting to the chemo. let alone her body.
Yeah.
So,
but y'all writers, I appreciate everything y'all are doing by touching this and touching all the wonderful things that you have touched. But I'm gonna need y'all to wrap this up by summer, before summer get here.
Look, please, Lord.
Please,
I don't even know if I can make it through all of spring with
before March would be great.
Please wrap this up by March 9th. That is when Jarvis Christian University will be going on spring break. Please get this wrapped up.
I agree. Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Can we bring this to its culmination soon?
Because you're starting to get back into the messiness and the drama, and I'm here for it. I need a palate cleanser. We need a palate cleanser.
Right.
We need an escape from reality, not more of it.
Yeah. I think that's it. Well, y'all, we're gonna go to a commercial break and come back with the trivia answers. And Angela, you can let us know who won tonight and when we get back. Let's go.
All right. That last
I went there.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
It's time.
Ooh, baby.
It's time.
When I tell you that I was rooting for Shanice the entire time.
First of all, before we go here, this right here brings me to my next and possibly final nomination. Eva Thomas.
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes.
You are on the block.
Eva.
Yeah.
Yes, Eva.
For running her
Eva
mouth.
is the reason this happened. Because did Ted
very
say, "One, tell your mama who I'm dating"? No. She always running her mouth. Always running.
He's dating somebody. She told it. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. We're back, y'all, and we're going to get into trivia. But those of you who are watching, now is the time for you to go in and vote for who you think to be kicked out of the gates this week and why. I think we pretty much covered in our nominations, but we will recap them. But if you have anyone else that you want to put on the block for whatever reason, y'all go ahead and put that in the comments. And before we continue with this conversation, Angela, who won tonight's trivia?
Who won, Allie? Allie, who was the winner?
I know her and Marvella had both answered.
Marvella didn't answer.
Yes, she did.
No, where?
Marvella put answers in there too.
I'm looking.
Marvella had answered, and I know Allie had answered.
Oh yeah, Marvella did, but Allie did it first. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Marvella, you are in there. Yeah, but Allie did it first.
Clock's out of law office team. I can now say team money. Let's go. Okay. Leslie, she ain't missed a beat. She was doing 85 miles an hour in a 45 zone to get to that hospital.
Why she got on 2 jackets? I'm just trying to figure that out.
Does she have on 2 jackets?
Who?
She got that one on, and then she holding the black and white one.
I guess it's cold in the DMV. Ain't y'all having a storm? Getting ready to come over.
I'm like, okay, but yeah. So
Leslie about to go. She said, "You better watch your back."
Huh?
She said, "You better watch your back." And Eva said it. Anytime I say something to you, the next thing you know, you in trench coats and wigs. Yep. I think it's time for her to pull it back out.
Yeah.
Where's Marcel? Marcel, what's going on? Why you stop? Because when you was putting it on her, she was behaving.
That was just yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, then you need to do it every day. You need to pop your little blue pill, buddy.
What can we do?
Not pop your blue pill. That is
like we need you to keep it going. You need to take a leave of absence. You need to be on your job.
What
your black job is keeping Leslie out of Shanice's face.
Oh, not your black
job.
Because
Jacob up in Marcel's face wanted to know who cheeks he been clapping while he wanted to strut up to the police station.
He said his wife's trying to divorce him, so yeah.
Allie says put Orphe Jean's waitress number 3 on the block.
Now what Orphe Jean's waitress got to do with this?
Because she kept interrupting Naomi and Jacob's conversation the way Naomi couldn't tell Jacob about the BRCA gene. So Allie has been after her all day.
I don't blame the waitress.
I'm not blaming the waitress for that because Naomi, exactly, she should have never lied about it. That ain't on the waitress.
But he basically, how are you going to go undercover and you didn't tell your wife this last night?
Well, you know, she didn't tell him that she had the BRCA gene, so
there's too many secrets in this marriage.
As far as he knows, his wife is cancer free.
There's too many secrets in this marriage. Too many.
I don't know.
We gotta go. Why we gotta go to the therapist to basically discuss this?
Because she knows how Jacob is gonna react and she needs a mediator.
Allie said that they didn't need that refill. Listen, Jacob can't detect his way out of paper bag. Naomi is a liar. The waitress is just doing her job. Jacob is not going to do very well at this undercover assignment. Smitty is going to get him caught because Smitty is just too overt and too pushy.
Keep it up.
Naomi gonna end up being a widow. God bless her.
My God.
And that's gonna be that. And Naomi gonna feel Jacob is too fragile and don't want to distract him, so she's not gonna tell him. And so nobody's gonna know unless Ashley let it slip. And who is Ashley gonna let it slip to? Unless she tells Jan.
Marvella, she saw them at the room door, but that was months ago. She didn't see them. She saw them just at the room door. She didn't know that they were dating because they weren't dating then. The issue now is that her big mouth child and told her, "Oh, Dad got a girlfriend," as if that was anyway her business.
And Jacob told her that morning he was undercover. She didn't tell her before that. It was right there at dinner.
He told her at the table while Isaiah was there that he was going undercover. Right. That's what she said. Wait, it's undercover? He just said I got a new case.
He didn't even tell her. He said it in conversation with his brother.
with Jacob. I mean, with Isaiah. Yes.
Yeah,
It was
true.
just the
He
way
was telling,
that
yep,
he just
he
said
was
it
telling Isaiah.
casually.
He was,
Yeah, just casually.
It's like, no, we need to talk about this. Going undercover for what?
yeah,
Right.
what you doing? It's just like
Exactly.
Because he's saying like, oh no, don't worry about it. I got it. No, absolutely not. We
you
need to
ain't
talk
had
about
nothing
this.
yet. You ain't about to have it now.
Because the hell,
All right, so it takes a bunch to get Naomi to admit she needs help, but
just
And
like
that's not the waitress. That's not the
lied to
waitress's
begin
fault.
with.
That's not the waitress's fault. The
your
waitress
employer
is
a
not
liar,
her fault.
Ashley. Allie. Your employer a liar, Allie.
The waitress don't have nothing to do with that because she didn't know that she was interrupting no conversations. Because if they hadn't brought her nothing to drink, she'd have said, "Where's that waitress? I need a refill." So that woman was just doing her job while she was taking June's place while June is off.
Look, she's on vacation. Got that PTO.
Yeah. She got a little PTO. That's all that is. So let's recap the nominations, and then we're gonna go into songs of whose theme songs do we're doing it old school this week.
Yeah, I think I've gotten them all written down. If you want me to,
I think so. But let's recap the nominations, and then we will do the songs. So number one on the block tonight is Derek.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
how many nominations we got for him? Raise your hand.
Well,
say what?
How many nominations for Derek? One.
We
got
have
one. Two.
We got Derek. We have Jan.
Yep.
Yeah, Jan is a problem.
Yep.
Jan is a dang problem.
Yes, we got Danielle Elizabeth Dupree.
She's one of my top three.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We have Pamela Chanel Curtis.
Pamela is 3.5.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that encouraged Danny to go over there.
Yeah, okay.
In the first place.
Kat.
She's number 2.
I'm tired of nominating Kat, but she just
Kat is on the block. Nicole Mercedes Dupree is on the block.
She's 4 for me. Number 4.
You're just being petty.
Eva is on the block.
I can't really blame you for this go around.
Eva got a big mouth, but we said that before.
Big mouth. Every single time Leslie gets out of her cage, it's because Eva done ran her mouth.
That's right. That's how she slept with Ted, because she told him, I just had to put him down. He was snooted.
Yep.
At this point,
every single time Leslie get out of pocket, it's because Eva done ran her mouth.
At this point, I chop it up to a soap opera trope.
Well,
but you're not lying, though.
But Eva is on the block, and then Allie put the poor waitress doing her job on the block.
I disagree with the waitress.
What did Nicole do? Nicole is on the block for her extreme jealousy of Ted and Shanice and pushing the button and the gas pedal with Carlton just because she wanted to get back at them too. And all before it was, let me take it easy, let me take my time. Now all of a sudden you're giving your cookies away on the floor because you saw Ted with Shanice. And you got up, didn't even finish the meal. You had to get your lick back so bad. You had to take that man. You had to take that man from the dinner and talk about, let's just go to my house for some dessert. You ain't even ate the salad yet. You talking about dessert.
And then to add it, you barely paid Kyle any attention.
Okay.
Whenever Carlton and Kyle were in the same room, you want to sit there, it's like, oh, I'm just having fun. I'm just exploring my options. No, you aren't.
Yes.
She don't know what to do with herself as a free woman.
Did you have Danny out there?
Yes, Danielle Elizabeth Dupree was number 3 in the nomination.
Bill needs to be added to that.
Well,
Bill didn't do that. She did that.
I'm mad because Danny created that kiss. She leaned over him and jumped on his lips. He did not move.
She did that.
She was in his office. He didn't go to her house.
Yep. She did that all by herself.
You talking about for this week?
For this week. That's what we're talking about this week. She took herself over there with some Cuban food that he liked. He ain't call her and say, Danny, I'm hungry.
For that technicality, I'll yield.
Yes, you have to. Bill is a man. He gonna take what's given to him.
Yep.
And she gave it.
No, he ain't just a man. He is a man whore.
Yeah, exactly. And
my boss is a man whore, I will admit.
Yes. Yes. And
Naomi's a liar, and Bill is a man whore.
Yes. And that's it. Because Danielle came up in there. And I about threw my TV out the day when she was up in there when I realized it was a dream. And I said, amen. Because the way she laid up on that desk, I said, now, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's a dream.
Me and Noki watched today's episode together. And the way that beginning scene played out with that little daydream of Bill's, she was like, nope.
No, there's Noki. Hey, girl. Yep.
Bastard Bill, Nasty Jealous Nicole, Desperate Danny, Leslie Smithers, Naomi, and damn it,
why Smitty up there?
Smithers,
because Tim's gonna be on the chopping block and get himself killed.
Yeah, he gonna be a James Bordak. He gonna be a James Bordak.
Oh, Noki in the background.
Yes.
Yes, I'm in the living room and she's been listening.
No, you're fine.
You're fine. Carlton,
you're fine,
I mean, Carlton is Carlton, and
Carlton did Carlton, Allie. He just went on a date with the girl. He ain't gonna give up free Nookie either.
He's creepy. He's nasty and creepy.
He is creepy, but he's not gonna give up free Nookie.
Carlton.
Ashley?
Carlton.
Oh, Carlton.
Allie put Carlton on the block. I mean, Carlton been on the block perpetually, just like Leslie is perpetually on the block. But at this point, Nicole, where they got to tonight, because one thing Carlton did say is, I will wait for you as long as I have to wait for you. Yeah, and I will take my time. And if you just want to sit here and watch,
we know you will, Mr. Stalker. We know you will.
Exactly.
I do, Marvella. I do wear contacts.
But yeah, he is creepy. And I don't like that, but we said that. But Nicole took that situation to where she took it because she saw Ted and Shanice.
It's like, I don't know if she would have actually done it that night.
They wouldn't have ended up in the floor of the
coming, but I don't know about that night.
Yeah.
Number 3. You're really mad at this waitress.
I'm telling you, Allie loyal to her people. That's all that is. She loyal to Kat and Naomi. She gonna fight for them to the death.
Oh my goodness.
That's a defense attorney for you. I give it to you now. She ain't gonna turn on her clients. So those are the recaps. So getting to songs. Let me see. And Keisha put the list up here. The song that Keisha has for Ted and Shanice is 12 Play.
That was me. I did that. 12 play.
Angela did 12 Play for Ted and Shanice. And
let's get it on.
Let's get it on by Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on. Nicole and Carlton. Keisha says for Jacob and Naomi, we can do it anywhere.
Oh, good.
Again, happy for them because they got a living room. We got a new set, y'all. For Chelsea, Outside by Cardi B.
Yeah.
We didn't discuss that, but Chelsea, you wrong for taking this drugs from this man and think Madison is going to be okay with it.
Listen, and the way that these previews for next week's episode, you thought that you was going to pop a Molly, and then and the way that her and her mother's relationship is set up with the way that she's all about science and facts.
Right.
And you thought that she was going to be okay with it? No.
My thing is this relationship, the expiration date is coming very quickly.
Very quickly.
Because even Chelsea said it, I don't know if that was yesterday or today, where she said that she doesn't want a mama for a girlfriend. They don't have enough in common. Chelsea has always been that girl. She always been outside.
Mm-hmm.
She had her sit down for a minute.
But I was surprised.
And it's okay for her to grow up and evolve and to not want to be outside so much. But you also have to understand, somebody with that kind of personality, they're still going to want to go out and do, be the fun girl sometimes. That's just part of who she is. And her girlfriend ain't that person at all. She is very uptight and stiff and boring, in my opinion.
Yes,
I just don't see them lasting.
And I don't know what I would have advised Chelsea to do in that situation, because if she blow him off and then call him later and do it behind her back, then you a liar and you being dubious and sneaky. and then you're gonna end up high, and then she's gonna catch it, and then doing it in her face. That wasn't a good idea either. But she's living her life and being authentically her and saying, this is me, love it or lump it. But I just don't know how you expected that to go. Like, she's going to say, oh, yeah, I'm a neurologist. I work with patients, but give me these drugs and let me get high with you, but then go in and work on my patients the next day. She had to know that she was not going to do it with her, just based on her profession. And Madison is not the party girl.
Yeah, I would have been very shocked if Madison said, okay.
Right. Where did her parents miss to where Chelsea became Chelsea? I think Chelsea got, so this is my theory, and it happens a lot. When you have children whose parents are so strict and so into them, the one thing they want to do is rebel and get off of behind that. And I think Chelsea going out to model and being out of Danny's side is where the wild streak kicked in. Just like Preacher's Kids, just like anything, that's when somebody try to have those tight reins on you, you're not living under the reins they give you. You want freedom. And I think that's where this lifestyle of Chelsea's came, with the thruples, the hookups, the drugs, the whole nine. She just wanted to not be structured and not be held to that Dupree standard of excellence. So I think that's what happened. I don't question how Bill and Danny raised her. I think that it probably was smothering for her because they were so strict.
Yeah.
That's why she went that way. I think that's what happened.
Which is surprising because Danny is so carefree.
She was, but remember when Chelsea was modeling and how she would take over the suits when Chelsea tried to eat, she changed the plate, gave her vegetables.
Yeah.
She was very rigid around her and her career. She was very hands-on with her in the beginning.
Very true. Very true.
So Chelsea just wanted to be free. Like, oh.
But speaking of Chelsea, my other outfit of the week for the runway, that outfit that Chelsea had on when they was in the club, that she had on at her little celebration party.
Yeah,
that dress
was nice.
She wore the hell out of that outfit.
Yeah, that was nice. She did a really good job with that. Keisha gives Tomas Moving On Up. I guess that's the Jeffersons theme song.
Yes.
Tomas is moving on up. Derek/Ashley obsessed. Is this why you so obsessed with me, Mariah Carey?
Yes.
Obsessed?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know who sings that song. Lolly and
has
Lance.
Lolly for Just
I never heard Just a Gigolo.
Oh, I heard.
I think it's a Rat Pack song or something. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
very
a Gigolo and everywhere
I
go. Something.
Yeah, that's an old song.
It's some
old
song.
Dreaming by Vanessa Williams.
I'll be dreaming.
Is that Vanessa? Of you?
Yeah,
it is.
There's
Vanessa
one by Vanessa, and I think Selena did one too, didn't she?
And there's another song that goes like that by Selena.
Yes, I said there's another one by
that
Selena.
one is Vanessa Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is Vanessa.
Okay. And Danny, oops, I did it again.
Girl, need to get a grip.
Andre Richardson, if you don't come back in town ASAP.
And don't do that bullish again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sir.
Yeah, I would have gave Danny Rihanna Unfaithful.
Mm. Wow. Ooh, yeah.
At this point, I'm mad at Danny. I am mad.
I'm very upset with Danny. Danny, girl, you know you are our girl, but we are so mad at your ass. And unlike your friend Pam, we're gonna tell you about yourself.
Exactly. Allie says Derek gets Stand by Eminem and Carl. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, Keisha, you ready to make a?
I am.
Okay, hold on then. Somebody is leaving here, y'all.
A citation, huh, Allie? Okay.
Who's leaving?
All right. So our eviction for this week is none other than the Stan himself, Derek.
Derek.
Oh.
Yes,
Gotta go.
Derek.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Derek
Okay.
is
I feel there
he's
was
giving
more worthy
obsessed.
contenders, but
He's doing a little too much. He's starting to worry me that he's going this far out of his way to be all up in his child's business when she has said in no uncertain terms, I do not love you. I do not want to. I have moved on.
All right. Derek.
Honorable mention, and I know I'm about to get flat, but I know I'm about to get flat for my honorable mention, is none other than the Thompson mother and daughter duo. Because Eva, stop telling your mama everybody damn business, and Leslie needs to be locked the hell up somewhere before she hurts our girl.
We're giving Eva a citation.
Yes, Eva and Leslie are getting a citation.
And what about Danny?
Oh, what?
Danny got kicked out last week. I can't try her twice. But if she do that,
there's nothing in the rules that stipulate multiple weekly evictions.
Yep.
Listen, this is Danny now.
Listen,
and Danny is trifling. At least he was this week.
I'm surprised.
Andre is in New York at a photo shoot trying to make ends meet.
But that's what I'm saying. They were last week for this.
Listen, first of all, Allie has slid you some club tickets, Keisha. And give Danielle a citation. You gotta at least give her a citation. Or warn her, pull her over. Something. You can't let Danielle go
get a
like
warning.
That. No, ma'am. Look at this picture. You cannot let her go for that.
You can't let her go for that. Danny,
you can't even look at it, so you know she deserves a citation.
Allie, yes, the waitress can have a citation too. So you can.
No, the waitress is not getting a citation.
Was doing her job. You can't give the waitress her black job. I object, Your Honor. I object. This is a miscarriage of justice.
If anyone in that scenario is getting a citation, it's Naomi. Because, ma'am,
well, that's true.
Why are you lying?
This is judicial malpractice.
You done had how many days? It's been what, 3-4 days now?
I am the judge.
Yes.
And I'm going to submit in to have you recused.
Okay.
Well, you work for her accomplice, so.
Wait a minute. Let's handle this business correctly. Keisha, you have to give Danielle something. You cannot slide for this. You got to give her something. You have got to give her a warning.
Yes, she's been issued a warning. She has been issued a warning.
Okay.
She has been issued a warning.
Yeah, right. She got to get something for that kid. Yeah. She can't.
You can't let that go. Ain't no way.
The law officers of Bill Hamilton Esquire is not satisfied.
I would say the law officers of Bill Hamilton Esquire is very satisfied, actually.
They are not.
They are not. Y'all messy. Listen, Derek, get out to the side. Your ride is on its way.
Yep. Out you go.
Yeah, Derek is showing signs of real crazy.
Who's the warning for somebody else, Allie? Oh, I think she wants you to give Eva a warning. No, you gave Eva a warning. You gave her a citation.
I gave Eva and her mama that's sharing that citation. They need to leave Shanice the hell alone, man.
Yeah.
Jan need a citation. She's still
that's the one who needs a citation. Jan all been asking business.
I mean, the whole damn list needs a citation, but
yeah.
I feel that Leslie and Eva need to be left alone this week.
No, they do not. The way she just rolled up in that girl's job and threatened her life. What? She already tried to kill one who did it was Leslie.
And the one who did it was Leslie.
And why did she do it?
Because he's psychotic.
Who armed her with the information to do it?
Ooh.
Thank you. Period.
He went on. He cut his camera.
Because the truth shall set you free.
You got
the truth shall set you free.
You got to come back, though. You got to come back in the courtroom. You can't be dismissed yet.
Oh, y'all are killing me.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Listen.
Come back, Donald. Come on back.
Listen.
Poor Donald.
Listen.
He has left the courtroom.
Listen. Evil mouth run, it do.
Yeah.
I think he must have had some issues. I don't think he
every single time Leslie get out of pocket, it's because Eva done run her mouth.
Yeah,
that is true,
and that's a shame because Eva wasn't on all week, and then she show up today and now
run her damn mouth.
She's just been loving on her man. That's all she's been doing lately.
Then go love on your man. Stop telling your mama everything. Your daddy did not ask you to do that.
Can I just say, I wanted Ted to walk up on the scene.
You and me both, girl. I so did. I really did. I want Ted to fix this because
I wanted him
to walk up. She's crazy. It don't matter what Ted says.
Too long. I'm afraid right now what she about to try and do.
It doesn't matter what Ted says to Leslie. She ain't gonna act right.
But I still wanted Ted to see her in action.
Yeah.
Come up and say, Leslie, you are out of pocket. You are not going to talk to Shanice that way. And this is who I choose. And then set gasoline to it. Boom. That's what I wanted. Wow. So, that's what I wanted. I wanted boom. I wanted Ted to show up.
It's not going to stop her, but that's the only thing that's going to slow her down.
Yeah, Lord, have mercy.
Marcel, come get your woman.
Oh, that's the other one. I gave Jacob Lethal Weapon theme song.
Okay. It's not Lethal Weapon. Okay, so
give him Inspector Gadget.
Performer of the week.
Inspector Gadget. Well, yeah, that's true. He don't solve that. Penny solves everything. That's true.
Yeah, Inspector Gadget. Performer of the week.
You know what? And I know that and I might be wrong. Y'all can tell me if I missed somebody, but the one performance that stood out to me personally this week was Kat and Ted scene together.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't agree with her the way she approached it, but I thought just to the actress, Kat played the hell out of that scene.
Yep.
She did with the tears and everything. She really
she did a phenomenal job with
and realism to that. And I know she had to get in a certain headspace to really believe what she was selling at that point.
Yeah. Like I felt like the actress was the character. You know what I mean? Like it was very real to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like she genuinely was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe played the hell out of that scene. She did that.
Yeah, she did.
And even with the way they ended that scene, it's like, I'm so hurt, I can't even look at you right now. And Ted rebuttal's like, you know what, love? I can't look at you either. I was like,
ooh, yeah. That was
and Ted gets the honorable mention on that one because he did his part too. But Kobe definitely got performer of the week.
We have entered into a new territory.
Yeah, she did that.
Yeah, she did.
But she bounced back when she went over Martin's talking. She was trying to, at that point, she was spiraling. She was trying to get an ally anywhere she could get it, either from Martin, from her mama. She couldn't get it.
And her niece basically schooled her again.
Yeah.
But that's what I was about to say. Sam keeps schooling her and she ain't listen. I don't know who it's going to take to make her listen. But girl, let that shit go.
But it's one of those things where I think on some level, Kat knows. I think on some level, Kat wants a relationship with Eva, but she can't get past what happened.
You know what it is? She got her mama's pride.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And she can't let anybody be up on her.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Because even then, because it's one of those things where if you go to one person and they say you in the wrong, that's a subjective opinion. Two is a pattton.
3, 4, 5.
Baby, you gotta
need to look at the man in the mirror.
Look at yourself.
Man in the mirror, Kat. Man in the mirror.
She said Kat had one relationship with Eva. Y'all lying on her, girl. Alice said no.
I don't know. It's one of those things where when someone has that much control over you, there's some level of care on some.
My client said no, she don't.
Well, actions speak louder than words.
I do think she does. I think that if she didn't have that Nicole Dupree Richardson pride, I think that she would have moved on by now and they would have had somewhat of a relationship. I also think had she not walked into that apartment and seen her man there naked in a towel, then they might would have had a very different relationship.
They would have.
I don't even know why Sheba opened the door that day. Why would you open the door?
Yeah, what? There's a peephole. You have a whole naked man in your room. Why didn't you look out?
Why are you opening the door? It's like, keep that to yourself.
And you trying to tell me that the bathroom you can't hear through it? She got a soundproof bathroom for Tomas
Man,
to walk
Tomas
out.
is stupid. We already know Tomas is an idiot.
Anyway, but I do agree. It was possible where it was possible. The olive branch snapped at that point, and I don't think that there's going back. That's just no. It's just not going to happen.
I think
there's not any easy forgiveness beyond that point.
I think that,
but I think she needs to let it go.
I think that there is still a chance of forgiveness. I think that there honestly is, but Kat needs time to chill, if that makes sense. Because even then, there's been multiple times, as the Kat fandom likes to point out, that there have been multiple instances where Kat has entertained the thought of being friendly with Eva. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, it's in a very sensitive spot right now, but I think that at least they will work to a point to where they can be cordial with one another, because Eva did put into the atmosphere, because you know how the writers like to plug in little clues or little trinkets here and there. One day you're going to need me, and then I'm going to turn this same book that you've given to me right around on you.
Yeah, you're right. So I think that we have entered into final thoughts, so we can just go ahead and continue where we are. My final thought is for Danielle Elizabeth Dupree.
Yeah, you got to take that picture.
Danielle, no, we have to look at the harsh reality.
I can't look at that.
Danielle,
I will not.
You have said how much you love Andre, how he is the yin to your yang, how much he has given you a breath of fresh air, how much he has introduced you to a side of you that you never know that you needed, how he has been all of these things. And I need you to remember your own words and regard Andre for the man that he is. Get out of your own head. Stop leaning back on what is familiar. And remember, so I do agree with what Pamela said to her today. Like, girl, get a grip. And remember why you fell in love with your husband.
Yeah.
Because Andre has been good to you. And I don't want to see him sliding back over to unseasoned chicken because you doing him wrong. Now you won the prize. You won the prize, Danielle. Keep it. Don't let Bill come in and destroy your marriage. And as we see in the process next week, he gonna have some problems on his labs, and now he gonna be sick, and they gonna say they both sick together or potentially sick together. And now they be trying to sit here and try to console each other.
Up, yeah.
Haley, go ahead and kill him already. Just pull the trigger already. Which she told Randy, if this T don't do it, you will. So we got to look out for that, because now she done put Randy on the mark to actually take him out. So that's my final thought. Danielle, get yourself together. Anybody else?
My thought is with Jacob Hawthorne. My brother. I'm gonna put my hand. I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder. as I tell you this, you are going to be the downfall of your own marriage, and you don't even know. Because you mentioned that in terms of in the wake of trying to get the results back for Naomi in terms of the Brock thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put that back up. Go ahead.
You mentioned that this was bringing back a time where you and Naomi were at odds in terms of having kids or not. Naomi has not changed. Her stance has not wavered. When you dated her, she said she didn't want kids. Engaged, she didn't want kids. Married, she didn't want kids. False pregnancy, she said she didn't want kids. But yet, you have changed. And you're hoping and you're trying to think. You think that if you hold out or if you talk to her enough, go to enough therapy, you can be able to change her mind. Let it go. Either stay in the marriage and be miserable knowing that you will never have a family that you now realize you want, or divorce her and get with someone who does. Because if the kids that you will never have doesn't kill your marriage, you being undercover, you blowing your cover will. And you having this high morale, this sense of morality that you think you're above communication, because you think you're above communication because you think you're Jacob Hawthorne. Because the fact that you just casually shrugged over you going undercover with Naomi as if she was just going to accept it, knowing she's a lawyer, so she has to be able to have the deniability of some level. Nope.
And to piggyback that, I'm sorry, Donald, but when he explained him about undercover, about you can't be with your wife, you got to distance yourself from all family.
Right. So when were you going to tell her this?
When were you going to tell her that, oh, by the way, I got to step out of the marriage for a few months?
Yeah.
Could be
because that would have maybe changed her mind to let her tell him, this is up, this is getting ready to happen, and you didn't.
Because heaven forbid, what if she does develop something? Not necessarily cancer, technically, but the BRCA gene does open up potential health.
And she is so stressed. I hate for them to bring on another factor of healthcare for Black women, especially, but we are at high risk of heart issues as Black women with all the stress we have. And she is wound tighter than I don't know what. So for her to have a heart attack or stroke, I don't want her to do that. But she's stressed. She is very tight and she needs to let go.
I agree.
My whole thing is,
he was surprised about it.
If Isaiah hadn't come into Orphe Jeans, were you even gonna say anything to her?
When you're gonna tell her, you sitting there talking to Smitty and talking about working together, as if people don't know Smitty and that he is the husband of a congressman. And then you going around as if you are not police, like who don't know you, Jacob Hawthorne. How is it that you think that you can go undercover and get in, and your tip, you talking about based on this tip, the tip was Smitty. So who you think in this town don't know who you are? And like Allie just said, the face of surprise that he gave when he said you have to step away from your wife, like he didn't even think about that being a possibility or contingency of him going undercover. Who don't know Jacob Hawthorne?
And the fact they're talking so openly in public about this doesn't say right.
Okay.
Right. Exactly.
Everywhere. Because why is Naomi talking to Dr. Ahn in the lobby of the hospital?
When she said, let's go to my office.
Why is she telling Ashley about the BRCA gene in the lobby of the hospital?
Like y'all talking to everybody about y'all stuff except the person you should be talking to about your stuff.
And even the idiot, Jacob is in the restaurant talking about, I'm going undercover. You don't do that.
At the country club and at Orphe Jeans.
Yes, just right there. You don't know who's in on this thing yet.
Who's sitting in the booth behind you? You don't know nothing.
So, well, let me just say this. And Allie has said it several times. And we're going to echo that point. And it's communication. And my thing is, I'm leaving the Hawthorne family and I'm going back to the Richardson family. The Richardson men stay taking L's because they do not know how to communicate. And Andre is in this situation that he's in because he's telling everybody else how he feels about Danny and how he's going to be there for the long haul, except her.
Right.
You told Jacob I ain't going nowhere. You told Ted I ain't going nowhere. You told Vernon I ain't going nowhere. But you have yet to tell Danielle, if this gene turns into what we hope it's not, I'm still not leaving you because I love you.
But
no, because she's saying it's just physical, and when it's not physical anymore, is Andre's going to leave me. And Andre has expressly said he would not, but not to Danielle, to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that communication we're talking about with the men on this show, period. Not just the Richardsons, but the Hawthorns as well.
Period.
As I said, the men, period, they're not communicating with who they need to talk to.
And this is the issue that I have with the men on the show. They let the I say this with caution for the potential pivots out there. The women on the show have too much autonomy in terms of thinking that they can just deal with things either by themselves or the men won't understand. We'll just deal with it as women. But you still claim that, or they claim that they want the support of their men, but they shut their men out.
And I think that leads from the top down, and that comes from Anita.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Strong personality. She's that strong personality, and she is top dog.
Because she didn't want them to feel like they needed to be submissive or at the behest of their husbands.
Exactly, because she puppets Vernon around also.
Yeah, Vernon's also a problem with that because he wants to make sure it's one of the things where they take happy wife, happy life to an extreme. In a sense. Now, granted, there's validity to it. Don't get me wrong. There is validity to it. I will never discredit that. However, there has to be a working balance.
Right.
And it's one of those things where the daughters, such as Danny and Nicole, and the granddaughters fail to grasp that concept. Even though Vernon does let Anita have a lot of autonomy, there is moments where we do see Anita does check in with Vernon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they have an open relation. I mean, their relationship is more, they communicate well.
Yes, but they don't realize how well they communicate because all they see is them doing their individual things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They don't see the communication aspect, because even with all of their problems that they've had within their own respective marriages, one thing Vernon and Anita have always said is, have you talked to them? And they always say, well, no, I haven't talked to them. It's like, well, let's start there.
Yeah.
Because you do need to let them know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree.
That was a long final thought, but
it's okay.
Someone else.
Anybody else? Final thought.
Well, I put my prayer list is with Ted and Shanice. So I'm praying for them. And I'm praying for that poor man. What is it? Lance. I'm praying for poor Lance. Lolly's husband.
Lance? Oh, Lolly's
husband.
I told you we don't know his name because he ain't gonna be with us long enough for us to remember his name.
Allie said his name is Man in the Brown Suit, number 3.
Yeah. Look, man formerly known as Man in the Brown Suit, number 3.
Yeah, Joey's gonna handle that. Joey's gonna handle that. But y'all, I want to know what is on this hard drive, this flash drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want y'all to go into the Behind the Gates group on Facebook and put your predictions of what y'all think is on that hard drive. We need to know what we think is on there.
Shanice, girl, watch your back.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to tell Teddy Bear what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. My final thought is Westwood number 3 gets put on a performance review. No, serious note. I need the law offices of Bill Hamilton Esquire and the law offices of Naomi Hamilton Hawthorne to get together behind the scenes and let us know when the debate podcast is happening, because this needs to go down. So I need the two of you all to coordinate the schedules for a Friday night and let us know. That way we can set this up.
Even if we need to pre-record the debate, that's fine too, because we can always we can always air it. If we can't be on a Friday night, we can do it separate.
So I need y'all to coordinate your schedules, and we need to get this. We need to get this on record and out here for the masses to see how this goes.
America needs to vote, and we need a debate.
Yes.
The law offices of Bill Hamilton will reach out to the law offices of Naomi Hamilton Hawthorne to coordinate the best possible date for us to have this debate.
There you go. And just let us know, and we will step in and record, and we will be silent.
And we'll be laughing, but we'll be silent.
We'll be there. We're gonna be there.
I will be there in the room where it happens with popcorn and my
Oh yeah, we're gonna be there, but we will stay out of the debate.
No objections. Oh goodness, I can't object.
Now we just gonna
we will be on mute. We just gonna moderate. You put your answers and the questions out, but we on. You can't say nothing. No. All right, everybody, listen, it has been wonderful. Welcome back, Donald. Congratulations on your run of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Congratulations to you.
Over the last 2 weeks, I've missed you all immensely.
What is next for you in the acting world?
I am going to take a break from acting because I haven't had a technical break, because last summer I was Donkey in Shrek, and then I jumped from Donkey straight into being Frollo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. So I haven't had a chance to breathe. So I don't know yet. You got
lines tumbling in and out of your ears.
I don't know yet. So when I stumble upon something that piques my interest, and if the availability and schedule aligns, I will let y'all know.
The Cat Agency has said that they have tried to reach out to Bill Hamilton, Esquire, and has not gotten a reply.
Well,
not material witnesses.
So you subpoenaing us? Okay.
Well, the law offices of Bill Hamilton, Esquire, has not received any communication from the opposing law offices of Naomi Hawthorne. So, please let me know what source of communication you have attempted, and we will work on rectifying.
Oh Lord!
I am not up for no depositions. Okay.
Do we need to issue a subpoena?
Right.
Yep. We didn't receive no subpoena at all. So
my sound like we trying to be subpoenaed, y'all. I think
we are.
Well, I think we about to be subpoenaed.
Material witnesses. Yep.
I don't know about that right there.
Only thing that we know is that there was an original date set, but the law offices of Naomi Hawthorne were not available. So we had to reschedule, and no date was rescheduled. So the ball has been on the law offices of Naomi Hawthorne.
Oh Lord, y'all starting a debate about the debate.
Listen, I am Switzerland.
Yeah. I don't want to be. I don't want to be a witness, because I need to be a spectator.
I'm gonna be a spectator, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna call on one of us to say what we have to say, and that's just gonna be it. We'll let the audience decide. But listen, those of you all who are in the path and wake of this ice storm, y'all please be careful out there. Y'all batten down the hatches. If you hadn't gotten your gas and your bread and your grilled things, canned goods, provisions.
I gotta go get some taco in the morning.
Get your stuff together and get ready. People always say get bread and milk. What's the milk for? Because the milk gonna go bad.
That's that carton, that shelf milk. But yeah, keep that in the cooler.
I don't need no milk.
Get your toilet paper. Get all the stuff that you need. And y'all be careful and make it through this storm. And
drip your pipes.
Yes, drip your pipes, because we had a lot of problems with ice here lately. We need to make sure we handle that. And I'll leave that there. Y'all, love y'all.
Hi guys.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Well. Look at me.
Farewell.
Avita, say goodnight. Hey.